Happy Thursday. Almost at the weekend again. If you're in the States, I hope you had a great long weekend and that your week is going pretty great. I know that sometimes long or short weeks can be a little bit heavier in our work days, so hope you're having a great week. So tonight we're going to be doing some diamond art, and I have this like flower kit that I've been working on for a little bit, so we're going to keep just working on it today together. And if you have your own project that you have to, please do it with me. This is supposed to be a space where we can work on our hobbies together, so that'll be great if you're able to also work on your own projects along with me. So I'm just going to make sure we're all set up and put some music in the background for us, and we can get started. So bear with me for 2 minutes while I get us all set up. And let me know how I sound. 2 minutes while I get us all. I was just double checking that you could hear me. So it looks like the sound is coming through, which is great. Let me put some music on now. I noticed in some of my other streams, sometimes the music kind of overpowers my voice. So I'll put the music a little bit lower tonight, so you can actually hear me too when we're crafting together. Let's see. Also, it's funny because my speakers at home have been just having a mind of their own lately, so I'll be curious to see if they're working, and they're not. Let me see if I can actually get the music on. I'll be curious to see if they're working, and they're not. Okay, so the music is on this end. Get the music on. Let's see. Okay. All right. So hopefully you can hear this okay, and it's not too overpowering. If you want the music louder, lower, if you want me to be louder or lower, just let me know. Yeah, we're just going to go into some diamond art. I'm also very curious to hear on your crafts that you like doing. What is usually your go-to for more slower days like this, or more slower evenings? So this is what I've been working on so far. This is my little flower pot, and I have this section left. I usually go through this very slowly and mindfully. I don't try to rush through any of it. So I've been working on it for a few months on and off. And yeah, I'm excited to finish it hopefully in the next week or so, and do like a little frame that I can put either in the living room or here in my office. So yeah, I'm going to just, what I usually like to do is just pull some of, and I'll put this so that I can hold it. Usually just pull some out, and then I'll have a little space that I can work through. So if you have your own crafts that you're doing too, I'd love to hear what you're working on. If you have a project, I also have other projects that are in flux for me right now. Like I have a crochet bag that I'm working on. I have a few sewing things like a sashiko little towel that I'm doing. So all of that is in the works for me. So I'd love to hear if you have your own projects that you're working on too. So let me just pull some of the plastic. It's funny because the plastic is so clear I can't totally see all of it sometimes. Let's see if I can find something to hold it down. I'll use my little 9 tails as my little holder for this. And I do have all of my colors kind of organized. So I'm going to just put them on here so I can find the ones that we're going to be doing most often and go from there. So actually I see a lot of U's, so I kind of want to start with that. So maybe I'll just pull it all the way to where the U's are finishing out here so I can have like a little anchor for myself. Okay, so U's, we do have like a little, ooh, right here, a little legend. So U is number 24 for me. And if you've done diamond art, I'd love to know what you've worked on. I have a few friends that have become very into diamond art lately, kind of like as a thing for just every day that you could do pretty mindlessly. So yeah, I'd love to hear what diamond art things you've done. I'm also in the middle of completely rearranging my office, or I should say decorating my office. So you'll see there's like a few more crafting things in the background here than if you've been in my streams before. And I have things now like my calligraphy stuff. I have my sashiko back there. I'm trying to kind of make it a little like one-stop creative spot where I could just grab my creative things, whatever I want to do for the day, and work on it. I do have another diamond art layout that I can do back there. But yeah, I'll be rearranging some of my background to make it more all-encompassing for my crafts. But I am so excited for the week to end, to be fair. It's a short week, but still, I'm kind of the mind of I'm just ready for a little bit more relaxation. I feel like a lot happened this week, and a lot is going to be happening next week, but one step at a time. I hope your weeks are going pretty well. But I love doing these streams and these creative things because it's just a little space where we can sit together and do something creative and relaxing together. It gives me a little bit of a space to focus on my creativity, and hopefully it does the same for you too. All the U's first. Let's see. There we go. Had to pull up the whole playlist so that I can just keep going. It's funny because it's still kind of light out as I'm doing the stream, and I'm so used to doing these streams when it's completely dark out. That's because I've started these streams in the middle of winter, basically, back in February. So this is basically the longest days now, because we're approaching summer, the longest days with sun outside. So it's kind of funny to be doing this and still have some light out. One thing I want to do a lot more of is practicing sharing gratitude, and especially sharing it out loud. So the highlight of my week this week, and we'll do this every time we chat during these live streams, the highlight of my week is definitely getting the 5th book of Witch Hat Atelier, because the library cleared the 4th book and the 6th book for me. And I didn't realize it until I picked both of them up and I was walking back home, and I'm like, I think I just assumed that it was the 4th and 5th and realized there was a big missing gap in the middle. So for those who have read Witch Hat Atelier, you'll know that book 4 leaves you on a cliffhanger of cliffhangers. So that was hard for me to just stop and wait for the book. And I thought it would take like weeks to clear. This happened 2 days ago, and I already have the 5th book of Witch Hat Atelier waiting for me in the library. So I am so excited about that, and I'm definitely going to go pick it up because I cannot wait to see what happens with it. I absolutely love that show and the manga. The art on it is insane. It's the first manga I'm reading, and I think, especially as an aspiring artist, it's probably the best one that I could have started with. Maybe Blue Period would have been a good one too, but I'm really enjoying the manga. So for those who like pretty art and anime or manga, definitely recommend Witch Hat Atelier. I also like that it's like very magical and childlike. It kind of gives you a sense of wonder to read or watch it, which we all need a little bit more of. I want to move this so you can see the flower a little bit more. As they evolve, I still have to figure out where I put this after, but we'll figure that out later. I feel like now I have a list of creative things, or of completed creative things, and I'll just need to find space to store or display all of them. It's also funny because every time I do something creative or make something with my hands, I feel like I'm a little bit more attached to it because so much of time and effort went into it. So I'm curious, for those who have been creating art a little bit longer, how you go about deciding the things that you keep, deciding the things that you display, and where you even put all of those things. Because now I feel like I'm having a growing pile of completed creative projects, and I have no idea where to store them or how to display them or what to do with them. But I think decorating with the creative projects that you've done is, I love seeing like walls full of things, so I think that's definitely something I want to do. But besides displaying things, I can also imagine my wall is getting more and more filled up. What do you do with your creative projects that you finished? I feel like this is one of the more meditative crafts that I do. So literally just little diamonds that you put one at a time. And I know some people do them multiple at a time too. I prefer to just do them one at a time because I feel like it's a little bit more mindful for me when I do that. I'm not trying to rush my craft, I'm just taking it slowly. But I think instead of me scrolling on my phone lately, I've turned to things like these, like diamond art, for example, where you don't have to think about it too much. You can do it while watching something in the background, and it's pretty relaxing to do. So it's a good alternative for something to do with your hands that's not doom scrolling, in case you're looking for an alternative. But I think that's going to be the highlight of my weekend, is reading the 5th and 6th book of Witchhat Atelier. I'm also reading the 2nd Crescent City book. So I'm going to keep going with that because I'm trying to catch up to all of SJM's books before October, since she has a new book coming out. And I don't know if we know exactly what the next ACOTAR Crescent City book will be about. So I think it's the next ACOTAR, but I don't think we know who it's about yet. Maybe Elaine is some of the rumors that I've heard. I also feel like with diamond art, it's so easy to lose these little diamonds because they're so small. So I've literally just been finding some of the diamonds lying around on my couch where I usually will do diamond art and watch TV. It's actually pretty funny to find. also feel like it's a little bit dark around here, so I think I'm going to get a little accent light maybe down here so that you can see some of these crafts a little bit better. So that is, it's good that I'm seeing some of what you're looking at so that you can see some of the colors a little bit more. I get really excited about pretty colors, so I want to make sure you can see them, okay? Oop. My last little bit of diamond. Let me do some more to keep going with this. I really like these little organizers for the diamonds because they come in little plastic packets and it's completely impossible to reseal them unless you have a little organizer thingy. But I do find this very relaxing to do. One of my friends was really into diamond art, and she travels a lot, and she was having a little bit of a hard time figuring out what to bring on her travels. So I recently saw this other craft that looks very similar to this, but it's with pens. So you literally just do dots of different colors on an image and it kind of just reveals itself over time. So I sent that to her and she's so excited about it. She got a few travel size ones that she'll be taking on her next trip. I feel like these little diamonds are tricky to travel with. But for home, this is basically perfect. If I want something that's a little bit more low effort for the end of the work week. I think this and monochrome drawing are the two that I gravitate towards the most on an everyday type of basis. But yeah, it feels very soothing. Oop. I need to make this stickier. It's not catching the diamonds anymore. There we go. I think probably my favorite color out of the bunch is pea. In my head, I kind of call it pistachio because it's this really pretty green. I kind of want to show it to you. Let's see, pea is number 20. It's this green. Like the diamonds are so pretty. I don't know if it'll focus. Yeah. Like this color is just beautiful to me. I hope we get to, oh, I see a little bit more of it down there. So I hope we get to put some of that one down. I think this, and probably also watercolor is another one that I really like. It's a little bit more involved, but it's still pretty mindful and relaxing. I think for next Thursday's stream, I'm debating between doing some crochet with you, since I'm doing the little spring summer sunflower purse. So we can do that in the next stream, or some sashiko, and we can sew together. So those are my two ideas. I do have to make the pattern for the sashiko because I want to sew it on a shirt, like a denim shirt, and put some white thread on it and do a little pattern with it. But I have to outline the pattern before we can sew it. So I'll see if I'm able to do that before next stream, or we'll do that 2 streams from now and do crochet for next stream. But there are a few projects that I have, so I'm excited to share them with you all. Oh, something else that happened this week. So I have been really into teas, which reminds me, I hope you have like a cozy drink with you. Because it's so warm out, I've been doing more iced teas. So today I have a hibiscus iced tea in my little mug. So I've also been really into a little indoor gardens and trying to plant things at home. So I recently got this kit, and I'll do a short on it, probably coming out next week, where I'm planting, or I'm trying to grow chamomile, lavender, and lemon balm to make teas. So wish me luck there. It's my latest project. And I found myself gravitating mostly to more story games. And right now I'm playing Life is Strange, which is an incredible story, but it's also a very emotionally heavy story. So it's kind of like when I read books that really take me on a roller coaster. Afterwards, I just want something really light. So I think after the finale of Life is Strange on Monday, the week after, I want to do something like the librarian game. It's called Arcane, I think. And I've seen some people play it where you just organize books in the library. And it looks so relaxing. So I think I will do that for our next game together after the finale of Life is Strange. And I can tell you a little bit more about some of my favorite books lately and what's on my TBR for hopefully sometime soon. I have so many books I want to get through, and I feel like I keep adding to my to be read books list, so I can't wait to share with you on some of the books that I'm reading. I think the next thing that I'm happy about for this week is I've also been wedding planning, which is pretty involved. There's a lot of different steps and vendors and things to look through. So I'm happy and grateful that I was able to finish up finalize our DJ. So now we have our venue, we have planners, and we have a DJ. So it feels like we're making progress. Oops. I move this one. There we go. Okay. So yeah, slowly, my therapist has to say slowly and slowly we get there fast. That's how I feel about wedding planning, basically. Slowly and slowly. I still don't have my dress though, so hopefully it'll get there too fast because that's an important one that I'm missing. Okay, I am going to go to the next one, which is, oh, there's one more U. It's funny because as soon as I switch letters, I find one more of that same letter that I just switched out of. Okay, I think we have all the U's this time. Oh no, there's a few more here. Okay. But after the U's, I think I'm going to go for the Y's over here. There we go. The sense of satisfaction when you're done with one of the letters or numbers. I thought I just saw you. There you go. Here it is. It was hiding from me. The next one is Y, which is 27. I feel like this should be enough for this section. Let's see if we can use all of this. This one's a little bit more lighter white than the one we were doing before. There's some Y's here too. I think this is a really pretty diamond art thing to do in the summer and spring too, because that's when all of the pretty flowers are blooming. And it feels like I'm bringing some of the flowers at home with me without having to pull actual flowers out. And these will last a lot longer than fresh flowers, even though I think there's something about fresh flowers. I love the feeling of having flowers at home and being able to put them on your dining room, for example. In my case, mainly the living room. It's kind of a combined living room and dining room situation going on in the apartment. think every craft and creative thing has something to teach you. And I think diamond art, what I've gathered from it so far, it's things like mindfulness and being present so you can actually see what you're doing and follow along. But also patience, because especially with bigger ones like this, it takes a while to come together. I used to do smaller ones like little bookmarks, or I've seen some people do coasters. I think I've mainly done bookmarks, and those were so much quicker. It's like a 2 hour and done type of thing. Larger projects like this take a little bit longer. Okay, I think we're good here. Let's go to S, and S is number 22. Oop, that one went flying. There we go. I think I've done a different creative project every single stream since, every single Thursday stream, ever since I started streaming in February. And next week or the week after might finally be the first time I repeat a craft. Even though I feel like we could keep going with different crafts every week for the next 2 months still, because there are some other things I haven't done with you yet, like calligraphy and sashiko and some pottery with air dry clay. So those are all things we could do. Yeah, just depends on what you're interested in seeing. But I think I'll try to keep a different creative project going, at least for the next week or two. I think the next tea that I'm going to try out, also hibiscus, but I'm going to try adding some mint to it. And that's supposed to be really good for the summer too, like a hibiscus mint tea. So I bought hibiscus leaves and also some mint tea. And usually what I do is I put them in a big glass jar and steep them overnight or for 48 hours in the fridge so I can have some iced tea to drink in the summertime. I also wonder how long it takes for some of the herbs I planted to grow. I want to look that up later. The lavender, the chamomile, and the lemon balm. I guess I started a new row with the S's. Oop. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like teas are my version of mocktails lately. Iced teas and just trying different kinds together have become my go-to. Just brewing different or steeping different types of teas. There's one more S over there. Tricky. Looks like we've done all of the S's from what I can tell. So let's put it back, 22. And next we can let's do the wands. A little bit of a darker pink. It's so fun to see the picture come together as you're just putting little diamonds down. Ooh, see another U. Let's pull that color again. I think there are two from the row that I just added. There we go. Okay, I think we're set. Let's go to number 4. I like this color too. It's kind of like a little salmon-y orange. Orange, or the mix of orange and pink. It's very pretty. There's a bunch of number 4s over there. Yeah, I feel like these flowers are looking really pretty. I almost think I'm going to put the frame version of this in the living room, since most of the diamond art that I do is while watching TV. It's kind of a little reminder to myself to pick up a craft while I'm watching something instead of picking up my phone. I think slow crafts are the best too, because they really make you think through what you're doing and help you with patience too. and savoring the little moments. Okay, great. So this was what? Number 4. I really like the bright orange too. Bright orange. Bright yellow too. I do like bright orange too. I think orange, yellow, pinks, and greens are the ones I gravitate towards the most. Which is most of this actually. Purple, not as much, but I still think it's pretty. I used to be all about pink growing up, and now I think I'm gravitating more towards greens and oranges. I think greens because of nature and how beautiful greenery really is. Even our wedding is very much focused around greenery. There were a lot of trees in our venue. Our wedding colors are orange, burnt orange, and green. So yeah, green is definitely a center point in terms of colors for a wedding. Ooh, got the A's in the middle. Little yellow highlights. Speaking of the colors that you're done with popping up randomly, I see another U right here. Oh, and 2 other 4s over here. You think you're done with a color, you're never really done with that color. It'll pop up randomly again. Ah, I spot another S hiding. Where did it go? There it is. I think that's it for this color. All right. Go to the orange. Like, this looks very similar to some of the other oranges, so sometimes I get all mixed up. I think that's right. Okay. All right. I think we're good for this one. Let's do a darker orange now. Ooh, I see another yellow. And another S. Let's see, 22. One more with the lighter pink over here. Here. This song kind of feels like a vibe. Very loungy. Also, what I like about this is that it's very easy to get lost in the repetitive motions for this. There we go. Can do some of the red now. Try to light a candle to make it a little bit of a mood. This candle is almost over for me. I've used it quite a bit. I like lavender a lot, so it's a little bit bittersweet to have it be almost done. I think I'll probably buy another lavender one similar. One more purple right here. There we go. Now let's go to the reds. quick little red touch. I think there's one little gray spot over there. Right here. There's one more salmon that we missed. Salmon pink, orangey. Okay. Great. Now there's a darker red. Oh, actually no. It gives me more dark pink vibes actually. The more I look at it. There we go. I did this little paper folding in another stream, origami stream earlier, and I've been using it mostly as a little candle rest. This song is giving murder mystery in France vibes. If I was a music director for a movie with that theme, that's what I would use in it. It actually makes me so happy. There's a lot of pink in the flower. This pink kind of looks a little bit different than the other pinks, so I'll set that one aside. This song would definitely appear in a children's cartoon or something. I could see that happening too. Like, I don't know why I'm picturing like Ratatouille or something for this song. But yeah. I feel like for all the music now, I'm just thinking of how a music director kind of pulls things together for a movie. Just different than anything I've really encountered. Or maybe the first scene where characters start to fall in love And it might be like a montage or a dance scene or something where you just play this in the background. Beauty and the Beast? Is that what we're going for here? Okay, we're almost done with this section. We just have these 3 little spots right here. Here we go for this section. I think we'll peel and do some more of the sections. Maybe we'll just finish this flower for the stream, like here, and we'll be almost done with this diamond art. Okay, let's go to S, which goes here. If you've ever done something like this, I'm curious to see what pictures you've turned into diamond art. I've seen things like flowers, birds, scenery like lakes. I've seen buildings, and I've seen cats. There's a lot of different designs for this stuff. I think I've mostly done flowers because I gravitate towards flowers for a lot of things. But the next one that I have for diamond art is actually a library. I was debating between the library and the coffee shop, but I liked the library. It looked very cozy. So I'm going to do that one next. There's some little diamonds that fell out. So I'll put those on the side. Okay. Keep building this one out, or a little light pink. I definitely think I got hooked on diamond art because it was the first craft that I was able to do while also watching a show or a movie, because everything else I had to think about a little bit more. And now I'm kind of like that too with crochet, where I can watch something and do some of my crochet projects at the same time. But it took me a little bit to get there, and diamond art was one of those that I just picked up, and it's so intuitive that I was able to still watch something and do this at the same time. Like, definitely a brain off type of activity. Ooh, origami is actually another thing that I can do on one of our streams together. I did a little bit of it when I looked through the flow books with a book for paper lovers. They had some origami in there. That's where I did this little holder thing. But I think a whole stream with origami and folding paper would be fun too. There are definitely some of them that I need to look up, but I do have a book that I got when we were in Japan, and it gives you instructions on how to fold a lot of origami pieces. So I'm going to do that with everyone in one of our streams together. I think we have all the ones we need for this one. Oop, just one more over here. And I think that's it. Okay, let's go to our cream ones. I feel like time always kind of flies by when I'm doing this. I looked up and we've already been doing this for almost an hour and a half, which is crazy. I do enjoy doing this a lot. It helps me lose track of time too. You're just doing one little piece at a time. The next thing you know, you have a whole picture. I really wonder how many of these pieces we did for this picture. I kind of want to count that afterwards. So this one's another purple flower here, and we have a little blue flower here to finish it off. It kind of feels like a little puzzle, like you're putting all the pieces together one by one. Okay, I think that's it for this color. So let's go back to some pinks. What do you call this color? I feel like I've been calling it salmon because it's a little bit of a mix between orange and pink to me. This doesn't want to focus on it, but yeah, it feels like a little bit of a salmon to me. Okay, I think that's it for this color. So we can do, I see one yellow section. So we'll put the yellow on really quickly. And I think we can go to a purple after that. Just one yellow here. And let's do the purple for the main part of the flower. Ooh. I was saying earlier, it's always when you think you're done with one color that there's always one more that pops up somewhere. And that was that one. Okay. I'm sure it'll randomly come up somewhere else, and I already see one right here as soon as I put it away. They're so sneaky. There are two more yellows over here. Let's do that one. I see some of the light pink too over here. I'll grab those. Or not. Let's make it a little bit more sticky. There we go. Now it's hiding from me. Alrighty, I'll put it down and I'll leave it on the side for now because I already know that it's gonna pop out as soon as I'm not looking for it. It's always when you're not looking for something that it appears. What is that? The law of detachment and law of attraction speak. There are birds chirping outside. Nighttime birds. There's a pink section that's completely hiding from me right now. I thought I saw it earlier, but I haven't seen it for a little bit now. I think that's it for our purple. I do see a light cream, so I'll put that one down. There's one more in the corner, right here. Perfect. Ah, and now I see my pink section. Whoop. This one does not go there. Right here. There we go. I think we have a few more of the salmon color in here. So we'll pull back our salmon color. And then there's one more purple right here. And there's some grays. Or actually, this is still kind of light purplish. So light, it kind of looks like gray. Okay, I think that's all for our light purple. I see some darker purples in here too, so I can grab those. Double checking that everything's still working okay. Looks like we're good. There's a little more of this one than I thought, so I'll put it down here where it's easier to grab. There we go. I think, oh, I see one more. Oh, and a few on that row. There we go. And now I see the grays. True to how things work, you start a different color and you find things in the older colors too. Okay, I think we're good here. And there's some other, this kind of looks like gray green to me. It's a different type of gray than the other gray that we were working on. Okay, great. Okay. There are a few of this color, so I'm going to switch over to it. Perfect. Okay, so this one's good. I do have a tendency to get excited about the crafts and forget that I have my iced tea just sitting with me. At least this time it's iced tea, so if it's cold, not too big of a deal. But sometimes it's hot tea that becomes lukewarm tea because I'm just too excited about what I'm working on and I don't think about the tea next to me. Nope. Okay. 14, this one. It's kind of a periwinkle color. Okay. Okay. And then my favorite color, pea, the pistachio type of green. Just beautiful. It's like kind of a mix of sage and pistachio. I think it's only one for this one. There's one more for this green, gray green. Great. And then C. A little more of this light blue. There we go. And 18. Going to the greens. Very dark green over there. Another one in the middle here. Here we go. Perfect. I think we're good with the greens. We have one more light pink over there. I'll add some more music. Okay. And then there are some more blues for this section that we'll finish up with. Okay, here. One more, okay. And the sneaky ones that hid from us earlier for these colors. And the last part of this section are the light creams. Whoop. Definitely won't need all of this. Just need about 5 or 6. There we go. Okay. So I think this is a good place to stop for tonight. We have one last section to finish up together. So I can either do another stream to do this last part together, or I can post a short to show you what it looks like. And I'll show you where we are for now. So we did this section, and this is what the full picture looks like for now. And we only have this little section left. So some more blue flowers and the background, and that'll be all for our picture. I'm very excited to have this up on the wall somewhere. I need to find a frame for it, but yeah, I love flowers, so I think this is a really pretty one. I might do this and post a picture on the community post, or do a short on it so that you can see it. But I will switch us over and say thank you so much for spending a creative moment with me. I really appreciate you joining and just exploring your creativity with me and just seeing how this comes together. I feel like I live for some of these creative moments, so I appreciate you joining me along for the ride. If you like this stuff, I am doing live streams for crafts every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And on Mondays, I play games, usually story-based narrative games. I'll finish A Life is Strange. I have the last episode coming up on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, if you're interested in that. And my fiance also does live streams. If you like gaming, he's doing AI to You, which is an AI girlfriend game, on Sunday nights at 7, and Pragmata on Wednesday nights at 7. So you can join any of that. His channel is Upmost Side Quests if you're interested in those games. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you have a great evening or rest of your day whenever you're watching this. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.